Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is the first episode of our 2025 Deer Journal. If you've followed along with us the past several years, I'm changing things up a little bit. Just want to kind of shake things up so I'm not doing the same thing that I've done for the past few years, just to mix things up, hopefully get a little bit more engagement and bring you a little bit different type of content. Well, today is Thanksgiving. I wish you and yours a happy Thanksgiving. Obviously, you're not going to see this video until sometime after Thanksgiving because very limited chances that I'm going to get all this video edited today and out tonight because of everything we got going on. Just wish you and yours had an enjoyable Thanksgiving with your family and loved ones if you're out hunting. Hope you had the best of luck. I'm going to roll the intro and I'll be back with you in a couple seconds. Hey everybody, welcome back. So leading up to this season, we had a lot of anticipation. If you followed along with us very long, you saw that we did a controlled burn here on the farm back in April. And it totally changed the dynamics of the pine thicket behind my house down on the back behind the hill, on the hillside back here behind me, which is where I do the bulk of my deer hunting. Changed the appearance, changed the available forage type for the deer, habitat. It did a lot of changes to things, and I really did not know what to expect. In addition to that, I had travel going on for work, and then we had a vacation to Montana that we went on during archery season, really. So we had a lot of things going on that kind of restricted and limited my time of getting out in the woods. I did manage to get out some, did not have a whole lot of activity during archery season, had a couple of close encounters with some small bucks. It was enjoyable. Had a lot of fun. It's always good to be out there. I love archery hunting, even if it's my least productive season throughout the year. I mean, I just rarely kill anything during archery because I'm so picky, so selective a lot of times about what I shoot that I let a ton of deer walk. This year, I didn't have that problem necessarily. I didn't see a whole bunch of deer, and it was kind of having me a little bit concerned leading up to opening a muzzleloader. Once muzzleloader season opened, I was kind of having a little bit of concern about what was going on. The deer were not traveling in the same areas that they had traveled in the past. Their patterns had changed. The trails had changed. During the burn, following the burn, we had a few more pine trees fall, and they blocked some of the travel paths that the deer were taking last year. So I was a little concerned. I wasn't getting a lot of deer on camera. I was not getting any mature bucks on camera. That's okay. I was getting does in my food plot, and I knew we had a pretty healthy doe population. So I kind of resolved in my mind that I was just going to be on doe patrol for the most part this year. I haven't killed a doe on this farm now, and it's been 8 or 9 years now. I haven't had a need to. We had one of those years, we had about a 40% die-off due to EHD. So I was trying to be really cautious and careful. Well, this year, at night, I'm getting a ton of does on camera in the food plots. And so I'm like, okay, we've got plenty of does. It won't hurt to knock a couple down for the freezer. So that was really kind of what I was going after when muzzleloader season opened this year, and did not expect to see any mature bucks coming through, did not have any on camera. So obviously you kind of have to be prepared for the unexpected. You never know what's going to show up. You never know what could be chasing a doe on an adjacent property or even a half mile away that she may bring him right past you. All right, without any further delay, we're going to roll on in here. Hope you enjoy. Let me know what you think. Going to continue to try to change things up, try to get more footage, more content to try to just make these videos a little more engaging and involving. But anyway, let's roll into it. Hope you enjoy. And like I said before, I wish you and yours a happy Thanksgiving. What's up, everybody? Back in the tree this morning. So the weather was not really very ideal to be out here this morning, unfortunately. It was 47 degrees when I woke up this morning. We're in a temperature's climbing. I think we may have a front pushing through. The wind is picking up. It was 4 to 5 mile per hour winds at 6 a.m. And now they're saying it's going to be probably 12 to 15 mile per hour winds by noon. Hadn't been in the stand very long. I had a little spike. I actually thought it was a doe. It was so small. It came walking through on the upper trail here above me. And I was getting ready to shoot it because I was like, it wouldn't hurt to take a doe for the freezer. And I zoomed in on the camera and I was like, holy crap. That thing has a little tiny antler on its head. I mean, it was tiny, just pencil thin. So just let him walk. He hung out here under me for probably 10 minutes, just feeding, and then walked off above me in the edge of the field up there. So. Got some really weird sounds going on down in the lower pines below me. I can't. It could be a bobcat, maybe. We're getting bobcats on camera again this year. I had a really big bobcat on camera about 40 yards in front of me here back prior to archery season. So it's possible that's what I'm hearing. I don't know. Either way, it's not. I can't shoot a bobcat right now if it comes through, and honestly, my daughter enjoys trapping them so much that shoot it with this big muzzleloader would really create quite the hole in it as compared to being able to trap it and preserve the hide to do something with. Anyway, I'm going to hang out here. The wind is still picking up. The sun just peeked out for the first time this morning. Heard one gunshot really, really close by this morning. Don't know who it was. I texted my buddy that hunts over there, and he said he's not hunting there today, so not sure what's going on, but we'll see what else comes through. Oh man, that happened so fast I couldn't get the camera turned around. Big buck came in. I had never seen this buck on camera. Big buck came in right here above me about 20 yards. He was on my camera side. I had to spin around. And grab my gun, turn around and shoot totally offhand. I mean, offhand's not a big deal at 20 yards, but on my weak side, and I'm on this freaking pine tree, and bark kept breaking off. He stepped out here about 20 yards into a clearing. I hit him good. I could see the blood pumping out as he took off running. Man. God, I haven't shot a deer then. It's been 3 years since I shot a deer. I have passed on so many deer. I hate to get it on camera, sorry, but I couldn't couldn't run the risk of him seeing me because he was right here, right beside the camera. Oh, man. This is going to sound bad. I haven't had an adrenaline rush shooting a deer in a long time. That's going to sound bad. And I think it's because every other time things worked out, I was expecting the deer to come in. The conditions were right. I was expecting to have a big buck come through. I had a big buck on camera. And so I went to the woods confident and expecting something was going to happen. I was really only hoping to get a doe today. I had no expectations of getting a buck. I have not had a shooter buck on camera all year. All year. This was a tall buck. This was a really tall buck. Anyway, I'm going to give him a minute. Get my gear together. Climb down. Go see if we can find him. Oh, hey, bud. Oh, yeah, he was pumping blood. I hit him pretty good. Looks like I thought it was a heart shot from where I could see the blood coming out on him. But anyway, can you come down here and help me try to find him in a minute? He ran right past my trail camera out the trail. So
waiting for you to call him. Tell me if you hit him or not.
Yeah, just get your gear on. I'm gonna calm down a minute and then climb down and go up here and we'll start tracking him. I mean, I saw him run out of sight. Pretty sure I heard him crash. I think he crashed over beside my other tree stand. So, good buck. I have not had this buck. I have never had this buck on camera. So, good buck though. Anyway, just get your gear on and come down here.
Okay.
So I'll meet you down here when you get out here, okay?
Okay.
Alright, bye. Love you.
Alright.
What'd you say? Alright, I called my son. He came down here. There is a really good blood trail right through here. I mean, he is pumping. Right over there's my stealth cam Deceptor camera. He ran right smack past it on the deer trail here, pumping blood everywhere. Got him on camera pumping blood. I think I heard him crash right out here, right out the trail, but we're just going to follow the trail, go see where he's at. I don't think he's that far. He is pumping blood like crazy. Alright, we've trailed this thing. We probably came 125 yards. Up here's my other trail camera. Right there's my saddle where I was hunting yesterday. Check this out. He's ran right up here. He's hit this fire line where I was hunting yesterday. And he went right downhill and he's laying in the fire line directly below this camera. He ran past two of my cameras. Alright, let's go check him out. I told you I thought I heard him crash. Oh, he's all tarsled up. His tarsals are black as can be. Not that big of a body, though. Oh, man. It's a good buck, though. Good buck. Alright, we're going to have to get him out of here now. It is straight uphill out of here. Thankfully, we're right here on the fire break, so it's clear, but it is a straight uphill drag to get him out of here. But I'm going to go change out of these, out of this Stratus set, because I'll sweat to death if I'm trying to drag him out of here with this, and then get stuff, and I guess we're going to start dragging. Alright, we got him here to the house and cleaned up. He is dressed, and I prefer to clean up my deer before I start really doing any pictures or videos. Obviously, when we did the recovery, you know, you had to consider the blood was there. You can't do anything about it. But before I start taking any kind of pictures and things to put on social media, I like to clean it up. I mean, there's enough anti-hunters out there, and enough, you know, kind of moderate folks that are neither anti or pro, that if you put a whole bunch of bloody pictures out there, you're going to kind of turn them against it. So take the time to clean it up. I washed him off really good, and yeah, he's got a little bit of blood on the edge of his mouth that I tried to clean off, and it didn't come off really well, but really pleased with it. This is the first buck I've got here in 3 years now. Passed on a lot of deer. You know, I pass on a lot of smaller bucks every year, and we've got so many people hunting around us now that my brother and I have talked about it numerous times. You know, by the time the end of season comes around, all those small bucks are gone, and we hear gunshots around us all the time, talking to people. You know, they're basically shooting anything 4 points or better. So, you know, we really don't have the luxury of being able to pass on a bunch of deer to let them continue to grow and get to be monster size. My buck 3 years ago was just a total freak for this area. Still so blessed to have a chance to get him, but this is actually a really good buck for this area as well. So I'm going to get him hung up here in a minute, and we'll start processing him here after he hangs for a little bit.